wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still gotta, I still gotta, I still gotta.
Fix my cheek real quick.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, where we'll see which conference reigns supreme tonight. It's the Bengals and the reigning Super Bowl champs on Thursday night.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Tonight we are back to football. It's the Thursday opener for 2024, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Dallas Cowboys. The wait is finally over. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis here on the start of a new NFL season, and we kick it off with a bang on Thursday night.
What's interesting about these Thursday night games is oftentimes we hear people say, is it really fair for players to play on Thursday night? But what did we hear from both of these teams going into this one? How excited they were to have the spotlight on their teams, their franchises, the rest of the league watching them go at it.
With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Here are the Bengals on offense, and here is Joe Burrow ready to lead them at quarterback.
Hey, we all love a good story, and what we like even more, guys who can fight through adversity. Joe Burrow coming out of high school, goes to Ohio State, doesn't get a chance to start, transfers to LSU, not thought to be a top prospect, ends up the #1 pick in the draft, and justifies it. Tremendous play, excellent mobility, and leadership off the charts.
The run there on first down gets him a yard to the 26.
The tackle made by Malik Hooker. 1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Yeah, 1 for 1. A lot more to go. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. And his throw is incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't. Because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Here we go. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing again, it's Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. 3rd and 2. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he is going to have the Bengals first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Now Burrow on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Now it's Burrow. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside 3rd of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Now they go play action now. Burrow. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
First look at the Cowboys offense as Dak Prescott gets ready to guide them.
And how about the toughness of Dak Prescott? We see it all the time on the field. And remember when he had that serious ankle injury, would he return to form? Boy, did he ever. And he was better than ever, and that's great for the NFL. Terrific resilience, playing at a high level, capable of winning a championship with his arm and his legs.
And they'll run it here. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
First play of the drive, excellent run. Just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Play action now. Prescott steps away. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time. Impressive individual effort there. No one was going to stop him around the edge.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And that's why if you play in a 4-3 base and you're a defensive end, that's why you get the big bucks. They count on you to do everything. Defend the run and, of course, get to the quarterback.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Prescott now, option right. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. Prescott to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They go back to Pollard on second down. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Prescott. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Cowboys. Luke Schoonmaker, 47 yards. And the Cowboys are on the board here first in the season opener.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Point after here coming up. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. So that lines up a 7-play drive all told. And it's capped off for the Cowboys touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Well, starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the first down. Drive 1 is that had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out of it.
But warm-up QB2, let's bring in the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take them downfield and you don't score points.
There he goes, right side. He's still on his feet. He may go. Joe Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, 69 yards. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And the long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And they'll go on the ground. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
1st and 10 at the 40. 25-yard line.
They run with a veteran here. It's Rashad Penny. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Brings up second and 2. That's the end of the first quarter.
These two teams all tied after one.
7-7.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Quick throw, and it's caught by Gallup. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now after the play, oh man, it's Prescott who appears to be shaken up. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. Out of the gun to give to Pollard to the 27-yard line.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Rushers throw there, caught by Gallup. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll run with Pollard. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Prescott on the left side. Gallup's got it. Stops short. Down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Quick throw complete. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. They'll run forward with Pollard. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell us end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
Here we go, here we go.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down.
Gun. 11 Thomas. 11 MT. 12. 11.
An option handoff here to Mixon. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Dallas offense set for this next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
A second down throw for Prescott. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Here's Prescott. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
And the Cowboys going to bring on Brian Anger to punt on 4th down. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Cincinnati set to take over once again. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession in the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
First down, here's Burrow. And that's caught one more time by Burrow. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. He completes it to Boyd. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards. To the air again, Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up second down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Bengals will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bulling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Kevontae Turpin now to return. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Off the play fake, Prescott. He's got a man, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Option play, here's Pollard. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Now Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Prescott off play action. He's letting it fly for Cooks. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good for 56 yards out. And the lead is down to 1 now, 14-13. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. And we welcome. alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Oh, good return up past the 30. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on third down. To throw is Prescott. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
It certainly appears that he's been able to get a read on how they wanted to contain him in this game. He's seen some places where he can beat them in big spots, and right there, he slides in with ease for the first down.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 42 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 3. He finds his man, Pollard. And he'll go down at the 28. That one a first down pickup of 8. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Prescott on first down. This is caught. Touchdown. C.D. Lamb, 28 yards. And the Cowboys have retaken a third-quarter lead. Those are the touchdowns that aren't just scored on Sundays or on Monday night. Those are the ones that are scored during the week because they had that preparation and a great route run.
Oh, I love that observation because you don't just roll out on game day and say, okay, go run this route and let's get it done. That means exactly what you said. The practice had to occur beforehand, which led to the timing, which led to the touchdown.
So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. They're going to try and run. And he will find the end zone here. And the lead moves up to 7. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half.
Here we go.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. Shoves him away. Oh, now he bowls him over. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Burrow hooking up with Higgins for a Bengal 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
11 Mighty, 12, 11 Thomas.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Mozzie Smith there to bring him down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
11 MP, Kate. 11.
On 2nd down, Burrow. The pass to Boyd, and he brings it in on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet.
Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 38 yards. And the Bengals are an extra point away from evening this one up. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter. That has them an extra point away from tying things up.
And, partner, this is pretty much what they envisioned when they were sitting there in the locker room thinking about getting things going to start here in the 3rd quarter. Getting out there, a field goal would have been fine. But going ahead and scoring here, extra point away from tying things up, that's exactly how they drew it up on the board.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 21. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. From a star in college to a star in the NFL, CeeDee Lamb at wide receivers. He brings out this offense. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
You get hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
65 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Inside handoff, Penny. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. This defense might want to wake up on this drive and stop them before that 1st down marker.
Unfortunately, it's easy to grade the defense right now. Not good. 3 plays, 3 first downs. They've got to come up with something to slow them down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll run it again with Penny. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. This is 2nd and 8. Pollard will take it up the gut. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. They set up the screen to Penny. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be 4th down. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. You talk about a big kick under pressure in the 4th quarter, and that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they'd missed that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield, so they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one through the post.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They're passing here. Joe Burrow throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Anytime the ball's thrown in the middle of the field and popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
They go play action with Burrow. This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The time to get another look at this Cowboys offense. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Penny, a 1st down carry. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
So from the 22, here's 2nd and 2. Penny up the middle. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
Well, now you look down there, you see Rashad Penny in some discomfort. So we're going to get an injury stoppage here, at least for the moment. We always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
And even 100 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. Going to run again here with Pollard, and he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal.
Pollard going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Now here's Pollard. And this time he is in. Tony Pollard, a 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Cowboys get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Cowboys 31, Bengals 21.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Open man is Chase, complete.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 40. Again, it's Burrow. Over the middle, complete. It's Boyd. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
First down, Cincinnati.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Gun.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Burrow will throw.
Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
10 yards on the touchdown pass.
And the Bengals have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take it. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Tony Pollard and his Dallas teammates ready again on offense. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 118 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
That's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On second down, it's Pollard. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. They'll run again. Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. Fourth down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
This is our last chance.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They'll try and run for it. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And showcasing those strong legs on that run. Getting through 1 tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Here's Pollard again. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Trying to run forward with Pollard. And he will have a Cowboys first down, and that should be that. It's a gain of 7, and that should just about do it.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in week 1. And just how they envision the start of the season, kneeling it down, defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
You know, it's really strange. I think a lot of people think that the kneel-down practice stuff really only happens like one time a week. The best teams I know, they practice it starting back in OTAs. They want them to visualize winning a game and how great that feels, and they got it done in this one.
Yep, a knee gets them to 1-0. Well, partner, tonight was a great way to kick the season off. That, before the game, probably as much pomp and circumstance to start a season as I can ever remember. And this is just game 1 of many to come. Sitting next to you, really looking forward to it.
As am I. Great to be back in booth with you for another season. Great to get this year underway. You and I both know interesting is going to be the word. An extra week now as part of that newer 17-game season. What a fun opener tonight. We know the better games are still on their way, but I'm glad that we got started.
So for the Cowboys, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And they'll get another home date next week as the Saints will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.